Hello everybody, this is Mr. Review Card Review. Okay, as mentioned in my previous one, this is a 3 for 1. It is the Liberty playing cards, red, blue and the gold. Drum roll please. Now, I got these some while back and I thought I had an absolute steal for these because I paid for all 3 decks, and this might annoy some of you, £15. 15 smackaroonies. This deck currently, and I'm still going to open it, sells for 30 quid, £30 on eBay. However, there is a company doing all 3 on eBay at the moment for £24 starting price. So there's about 4 days left, so I thought I'd watch it. 4 days as of today, which is the 4th. So by the time I upload this, there might be a couple of days left. So I thought, well, I'll have a look on Kickstarter, because this was a Kickstarter campaign, and the Kickstarter campaign quite surprised me. For $35, which is probably about £28, £30, they gave you 3 blue, 3 red and a gold one. So these people who are trying to charge, well, I've seen £70 for these on eBay. These people who are trying to charge 30 quid just for one, just for that, yeah, well, they need their heads looking at. But I'll tell you who would need their head looking at is people who will pay that kind of money for them. Anyway, so I don't have a huge amount of hope for the quality of these, as you could buy 2 of these for $8, which means they're like $4 a piece on Kickstarter. They're by playingcards.net. The cellophane's really, well, you can hear it's really loose. There's actually no way of opening it. So let's hope I'm wrong. But clearly I can't keep the cellophane on because there is no, what do you call it, strip thing on it. There is on the gold one, obviously. Sod it, I might as well open the blue ones as well. They're only cheap decks of cards. So, they're both the same. It's blue one will probably look a bit better on camera. A Liberty. Liberty back, standard. What have we got? Liberty back, I'm just trying to read. Arlington, Texas. Same on that side. Playingcards.net on the bottom. And I'm guessing, I think I'll show you do that one. I'm guessing, if I can do it, that's probably the back design. So quite a nice back design, I have to say. I don't know why people always do this copy of bicycle, you know, the bicycle playing cards where they had a circle here with the bicycles in. Not everyone does it, that's to be honest, but there's an awful lot of playing card designers that just seem to have this as a design, and then just fill the rest in. So a bit weird, a bit lazy maybe. Well, that's tiny. That is a really small flap. No jokes please. Oh, okay. And they're double wrapped for your pleasure, ladies. Not necessarily for the gentlemen. Well, I'm just going to open the one. I'm going to open the blue ones because the red ones are bound to be the same. Is there? No, there isn't. Okay, well, 4.5, nearly 5 minutes in, and we still haven't managed to look at a fucking playing card. Ah. Come on. Oh dear me. These are odd. Very stiff. Very stiff indeed. As your mum said to me last night. What she didn't say was, I'm not sure whether I like it or not. Because obviously she does. Anyway, so. No idea who makes these. Doesn't say. Doesn't really matter. Designed by Jackson Robinson. Ace of Spades. Relatively interesting. Air cushion finish. If it will focus. Will it focus? Yes, it will. So you can see the air cushion finish there. So quite nice. Quite unusual. They're very stiff. They are very stiff cards. But very nice back design actually. Looks better on the card than it does on the box, and I think it's very slightly lighter blue. I reckon the camera will probably pick that up. So this is the card, and it's just a slightly lighter blue, which I think makes a world of difference. Very nice thin borders, plenty going on the back design there. Yep. Little slightly different pips from normal, little squat pips, quite nice. I wonder what the picture cards are going to be like. Standard-ish. Kind of old-fashioned, which is nice. A bit different from the norm, which is always good. No idea who makes these. I mean, that's a bit of a thick border on the face card, on the picture card, sorry. And it seems to be quite a weird rounded edge. Let's just get a... Seems like an odd... Yeah, it is. It's quite an odd shape. I don't know if the camera is going to pick that up. If you just look at the corner there, this is the... come on, focus. There's the corner of a normal playing card, and if you can see that, and these, if I pull it down, if I pull it against there, it's a lot more rounded than that. How weird. How weird. Whether it's a throwback to what playing cards, or maybe it is maybe what playing cards used to be like back in the days of, you know, whenever these were supposed to be commemorating. But the cards themselves have got this really weird, almost sticky feel to them. Very different, and you get, okay, 3 jokers. How... The deck just keeps on surprising me, in a good way. So a blue, a black and a red. How strange. The Liberty Bell, I'm assuming. Well, I'm not sure what they're going to fan like, peeps. I have no illusions. Oh, yes. Yeah. Okay, so they're not the greatest of handling cards. They'd be fine for playing, you know, probably playing poker with, all that kind of stuff. Double lifts, well, they're fine for double lifts, aren't they? Because they stick together, obviously. So yeah, they're okay. For £4, it gives you something of a different feel than the normal deck of bicycles. Oh god, they're stiff. Jesus. Wow, they're stiff. Obviously they will break in a little bit, but straight out the box they are pretty tough indeed. So those are the blue. I'm not going to open the red because the red are going to be the same. Let's have a look at the gold. I know it's a long video, folks, bear with me. Or don't, turn the video off now if you want, but this is the Liberty Gold. So I might put a little disclaimer on the video. Well, it's too late now because you wouldn't know. 10 minutes in, you get the Liberty Golds. So, much nicer tuck box. Oh, for fuck's sake. Honestly, you just couldn't script it. Anybody who knows the ringtone, stick it down in the comments. Very nice and shiny. Almost don't want to open these, but I'm curious, just like the very first review that I did of Give Me Liberty. Did you pick that up? The very first review that I did, or Give Me Death? Okay. That won't pick that up, will it? That does say "Or Give Me Death." There you go. The very first review that I did, made in Taiwan by the Expert Playing Card Company for Liberty Playing Card Company, designed by Jackson Robinson of the King's Wild project. It might not show up in there because it's kind of debossed into the gold. So they are made by, who did I say? Expert Playing Card Company. Okay. Let's see how long this takes to open. Shouldn't be too long. I would hope, anyway. Made a cock up on that, Jules. Well, straight away, gold on the flaps, and this is probably why people are trying to charge 24. Okay, peeps. Poxy camera of mine only records for 12 minutes, so I completely forgot. So I was rambling away. I don't know how far I have got with the review, so I'm going to just edit this one in because I really haven't got a clue how far I got. So I open them, cut the seal, nice gold inside, designed by Jackson Robinson for King's Wild, blah blah blah, and then you see the gold foil on the edges of the card. Glorious. Come on, open up, come out, come out, come out, come out. Fuck. That's okay. So, slight differences between the decks. You have got just the two jokers on these, but the back design is the same, but for some reason the colour of that is gorgeous. Much nicer than the blue. So I haven't opened the red because the video would take absolutely hours. So really nice back design, a much thinner, no, not a thinner border. Border is the same. Border is the same. The Ace of Spades is a little bit different. It's a little bit of a lighter black, but it's still pretty standard. The pips though, the pips are completely different, and the edges of the card are actually sharpened edges rather than the rounder edges of the other ones. So, and they feel completely different. These feel air cushioned, but they're quite stiff. These do not feel air cushioned, still quite stiff. It looks like there's an air cushion finish on it, but if you just have a look at the two differences, the two finishes, if it focuses in for us. So the Two of Spades is the gold one. So, a bit weird. Don't know what the finish is. It's this odd finish that you get from Legends, did we say? Expert Playing Card Company, sorry. But pips, really nice. And the picture cards, vastly different. Much nicer in my opinion on the gold deck. So a lot more work and thought has gone into the gold deck, as it should, considering these probably cost $3 or $4 in the US to buy them, and this is why the gold one is more expensive. Would I still pay $24? No, I would not knowing how the cards feel, but the picture cards are very nice indeed. I personally prefer these tiny little pips on cards rather than the normal size pips. That's just my opinion. But face cards on these, shit. Oh, I'm going to carry on anyway. You've seen you've seen most of it. Even though everything's gone dark and everything will be a bit gloomy. Do apologise, but the light has gone off on my flash. But that is my review, bit long, for the 3 decks of the Liberty playing cards. Not overly impressed with the blue and red, but for $3 or $4, fairly cheap. The gold deck though, very nice indeed. If you can pick them up cheap, then I definitely recommend it. Look at that, you've even got nice, so you can be a bit grainy, I'm afraid. Very nice. Just to have that sitting on your shelf or in your collection box, a bit different from everything else. So, Liberty playing cards. Think what you would of the blue and red decks. Bit weird. Really small flap. I am thinking that these were probably produced in China, because the Chinese tend to have these, I mean you can't really see that, these really thin flaps on their playing cards. But the actual feel of the cards, I think once you've broken them in, shouldn't be too bad. Whether they'll clump quickly, who knows? They're just going to be sitting in my collection. But the gold ones, very nice indeed. Anyway, thank you all for watching. I'm going to go and charge up my camera light battery now. So I will catch you all later. Thanks for watching again. Take care, and I'll see you all next time with something else.